Hot news today. Trump says US to lift Syria sanctions, secures $600 billion Saudi deal Riyadh. May Japan observes new Chinese construction in disputed waters. Trump says US to lift Syria sanctions, secures $600 billion Saudi deal Riyadh, May 13th. Reuters. President Donald Trump kicked off his trip to the Gulf on Tuesday with a surprise announcement that the United States will lift long-standing sanctions on Syria and a $600 billion commitment from Saudi Arabia to invest in the US. The US agreed to sell Saudi Arabia an arms package worth nearly $142 billion. The end of sanctions on Syria would be a huge boost for a country that has been shattered by more than a decade of civil war. Rebels led by current President Ahmed al-Sharaa toppled President Bashar al-Assad last December. Speaking at an investment forum in Riyadh at the start of a deals-focused trip that also brought a flurry of diplomacy, Trump said he was acting on a request to scrap the sanctions by Saudi Arabia's de facto ruler, Prince Mohammed bin Salman. "Oh, what I do for the Crown Prince," Trump said, drawing laughs from the audience. He said the sanctions had served an important function, but that it was now time for the country to move forward. The move represents a major US policy shift. The US declared Syria a state sponsor of terrorism in 1979, added sanctions in 2004 and imposed further sanctions after the civil war broke out in 2011. Syrian Foreign Minister Asad al-Shibani said on X that the planned move marked a new start in Syria's path to reconstruction. Trump has agreed to briefly greet Sharaa in Saudi Arabia on Wednesday, a White House official said. Trump and the Saudi Crown Prince signed an agreement covering energy, defense, mining, and other areas. Trump has sought to strengthen relations with the Saudis to improve regional ties with Israel and act as a bulwark against Iran. The agreement covers deals with more than a dozen US defense companies for areas including air and missile defense, air force and space, maritime security and communications, a White House fact sheet said. It was not clear whether the deal included Lockheed F-35 jets, which sources say have been discussed. The Saudi prince said the total package could reach $1 trillion when further agreements are reached in the months ahead. Saudi Arabia is one of the largest customers for US arms, and the two countries have maintained strong ties for decades, based on an arrangement in which the kingdom delivers oil and the superpower provides security. But relations were strained after the 2018 murder of US-based Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi by Saudi agents in Istanbul caused a global uproar. US intelligence concluded that bin Salman approved an operation to capture or kill Khashoggi, a prominent critic, but the Saudi government has denied any involvement. Trump did not mention the incident during his visit and called bin Salman an incredible man. "I really believe we like each other a lot," Trump said. Trump will go on from Riyadh to Qatar on Wednesday and the United Arab Emirates on Thursday in a trip that is focused on investment rather than security matters in the Middle East. Several US business leaders attended the event, including Elon Musk, who has led a government downsizing effort for Trump in Washington. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink, and Blackstone CEO Steven Schwarzman. Trump was shown speaking with several Saudi officials, including Sovereign Wealth Fund Governor Yasir Al-Rumayyan, Aramco CEO Armin Nasser, and Investment Minister Khalid Al-Fali, as he viewed models for the kingdom's flashy, multi-billion-dollar development projects. Bin Salman has focused on diversifying the Saudi economy in a major reform program dubbed Vision 2030 that includes giga projects such as Neom, a futuristic city the size of Belgium. Oil generated 62% of Saudi government revenue last year. The kingdom has scaled back some of its ambitions as rising costs and falling oil prices weigh. Japan observes new Chinese construction in disputed waters. The following is the latest list of selected news summaries by Kyodo News. Japan spots new China construction moves in disputed sea area Tokyo, the Japanese government said. Tuesday, it has confirmed that China is moving toward constructing a new structure in a contested area of the East China Sea, believing it to be a facility for resource development activities. The Japanese Foreign Ministry strongly protested to the Chinese embassy in Tokyo, expressing its deep regret that Beijing is advancing unilateral development, even though the boundary between Japan and China in the sea has yet to be fixed. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.